Hi, my name is Brianna. I love drawing, painting, and sharing facts and information about insects, animals, and nature. My goal is to help educate children, educators, and people about the world around us and appreciate all the amazing critters in it. Recently, I went to a bug fair and it inspired me to paint this bee. Bees are winged insects that belong to the order of Hymenoptera, and there are about 20,000 known species. Honeybees have 5 eyes, 2 large compound eyes, and 3 smaller simple eyes. The 3 smaller eyes help them to transition between darkness and light. Bees also have 3 photoreceptors, which allow them to see certain colors. Their vision is based on ultraviolet light, blue and green. They cannot see the color red, which appears black to them. However, they can see yellow and orange, as well as a unique color called bees purple, which is a combination of yellow and ultraviolet light that humans cannot see. Bees are actually capable of recognizing shapes. A worker bee can fly at speeds of 15 to 20 miles per hour. When traveling to a food source, and about 12 miles per hour when carrying pollen, nectar, or water back to the hive. Bees are social insects that communicate through a wiggle dance, a precise series of turns and shakes that tell other bees where to find food. During the dance, a bee wiggles back and forth while moving in a straight line to indicate the direction and approximate distance to a flower. The angle of the dance is based on the position of the sun, helping other bees navigate to the food source. There are 3 social groups in a honeybee colony: drones, worker bees, and the queen bee. Drones are the male bees, while worker bees are female. The drone bee's main job is to mate with the queen. Drones are larger than worker bees. They have larger eyes and thicker abdomens, and do not have stingers. Although they do not perform other hive duties, they play a vital role in ensuring the survival of the species by reproducing with the queen. The queen bee is responsible for reproduction and can lay up to 2,500 eggs each day. Worker bees, known as her attendants, consistently care for her by feeding and cleaning her throughout the day. A honeybee visits between 50 to 100 flowers during one flight. It takes about 2 million flowers to produce 1 pound of honey. Bees are not born knowing how to make honey. Instead, young bees learn from experienced worker bees. A worker honeybee typically lives 30 to 60 days during an active season. While queen honeybees are capable of living up to 7 years, although most live between 2 to 3 years. One of the most interesting facts about bees is that the queen bee is actually made when certain larvae are fed royal jelly instead of honey or pollen. They develop ovaries and have the ability to reproduce. Sometimes a colony raises multiple bees to ensure the hive will continue if one queen fails. As the queen ages, her ability to reproduce slows down. During her maiden flight, the queen could mate with one to several drones and store her production to fertilize eggs for the rest of her life. She lays both fertilized and unfertilized eggs. The fertilized eggs develop into worker bees or new queen bees, while the unfertilized eggs become drones. Despite her title, the queen bee does not actually demand the colony. Instead, the hive functions through pheromones and other chemical signals that guide the bee's behavior instinctively. As long as the bee is healthy and productive, she releases pheromones that will let the colony know that she is present. If her performance declines, the worker bees quickly decide to replace her. You might be asking, well then what happens to the old queen? Well, the old queen will almost always get killed. The worker bees will either mob and sting her to death, or the new virgin queen will fight her to the death to ensure that she is the only ruler of the hive. I say, that's pretty harsh. Some reasons why the old queen might be replaced would be because she is either injured or sick or too old, or she's producing fewer essential pheromones. Now, unlike the worker bees that can sting only once, queen bees can actually sting multiple times. As you may know, bees are also master builders. They construct their honeycombs using hexagonal cells because hexagons fit together perfectly without leaving gaps, making them one of the strongest and most efficient shapes found in nature. Bees are essential to our environment and our food supply. Without them, many of our fruits, vegetables, and flowers that we rely on would become harder to grow, and our ecosystems would suffer. Because bees' populations are declining, it is important that we do our part to protect them. We can help by planting bee-friendly flowers, reducing the use of harmful parasites, and protecting natural habitats, and supporting conservation efforts. By working together to protect these bees, we can ensure a healthier environment and more secure future for both wildlife and people. Thank you for watching and for learning about the world with me. Be sure to check out my Instagram, critter_artprints, to get your hands on these educational art prints. If you have any critters you would like to learn about, let me know in the comments. And please don't forget to subscribe so that you can stay updated on future videos. Thank you again for your support. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Bye.